Hi, welcome to Gun Stuff. Today we bring you the SAR CM9. When you get the SAR CM9, what's going to come in the box is your instruction manual, locks. It's going to come with 2 mags, one in the gun and an extra in the box, and then it's going to come with 2 back plates. These are adjustable for length of pull. You're going to have your cleaning rod. You're going to have a disassembly tool. And then on this one here, you're going to have a sight tool as well because this has adjustable sights. So CM9, we took this out, we shot it, we had a lot of fun with it. CM9 is a 9mm polymer frame gun that's hammer fired instead of striker fired. Okay, so what that does is that allows you to carry this cocked and locked. You can bring it back and cock it, put the safe on, and you can carry it this way, so that way when you draw, you can take the safety off and you have a very light trigger pull. Versus the double action, single action, that when I pull back, it's a very heavy trigger pull if I'm pulling back from the double action position. So when you're carrying it locked and cocked with the safety on, it's very easy to shoot for the very first shot, and of course it cycles and rechambers, resets the hammer after each additional shot. So this is a stainless slide, and I really like this one. I like the looks of it, the bead blasted stainless. It comes with a polished barrel, which looks very nice, and in that polished barrel you'll also see that there's a view window in here for your chamber indicator, so you get a loaded chamber indicator. So you can most of them, if you get used to feeling for the extractor arm, you can feel it, but sometimes if you have gloves on, you really can't get that tactile response. So having a loaded view chamber there is very helpful. This also comes with 3 position sights. These are kind of target sights. So this is a fully adjustable sight. When we were shooting it, we didn't adjust the sights, but we just shot it as is and then measured our groups from there. But this is fully adjustable for windage and elevation. Moving on to the frame is a polymer frame, glass-filled polymer, and it has a full Picatinny rail on here. It has very big controls on here for you to be able to operate this in cold. This is just like we were out shooting in the cold. You could have this with gloves on, and it'd be very easy to manipulate these controls. And it is an ambidextrous safety as well. So it has a nice, really big beaver tail on the back. So for me, I get a really high grip, and as you can see here, my hand just kind of really goes way up over the top. So on some of these other firearms, I get my knuckles chewed up right here quite a bit by the serrations that are on these slides. And this slide is recessed down into the frame just a little bit. So this top portion here isn't quite as big as a lot of other firearms that you see, your Glocks and your Smiths and other things like that. So this is a little bit shorter. So it brings the barrel access to bore access to down closer to your trigger finger. The grips on here are very good. When you get this up and you put it in your hand, you really feel it kind of locks in there. The magazine catch can be taken out and flipped over to the other side. One of the great things that I like about this gun is the trigger. If you're used to shooting a lot of polymer guns, you're usually used to shooting a lot of polymer triggers. So when you go to do these polymer triggers, they have a lot of sponginess to them, they have a lot of give to them. So when you pull this metal trigger back, you feel it. You can feel that back, it's solid, you can feel it all the way till it breaks. Another great thing that we loved about this is the fact that this has a metal magazine. Just like when the metal magazines before, when you shoot these metal magazines and you go to hit the mag release, you hit it and it drops right out. So we'll get into the range time on this later. We'll see you next time on Gun Stuff.